Me and Beep are doing our top PSVR games of 2017 list a bit differently. We are only going to be including games that I have reviewed over for last year. Hopefully this will make people more aware of some of the lesser known great PSVR games. I hope you enjoy. Number 10. Tiny TRAX. This is a game that can be enjoyed by everyone. It's easy enough to pick up and play for the casual gamer, and also has a bit of hidden depth for competitive gamers who want to train and show off their track knowledge online. The price is very reasonable too, for the amount of tracks that are included, even though one does seem like it hasn't had the same love and care as the others. There is still quite a bit of content for the price. If you played with Scale X-Trix when you was younger, this game will certainly bring back memories. Did it bring back memories for you, Beep? Oh yeah, I sometimes forget that you're still a baby. This is Future Lab's first attempt at a VR game, and they have proven that they know how to make a very solid experience. It really is a fun game, and is a joy to play in their virtual worlds, thanks to the stunning scenery and upbeat music. An unlockable cosmetic system in the game would have personally made me come back to the game more in the future, but I do see myself playing online with people and friends for a while yet. I give Tiny TRAX a score of 8 out of 10. Number 9. Infinite MINIGOLF. A lot of people would have liked this game to have been in first person view, whilst using the move controllers as a putter, and it would have been amazing. Even though we don't have that here, I have been wanting developers to add an option for VR players, even if they haven't built the game especially for VR, and that's exactly what we get here. There is a couple of issues with the camera, and the ball can get stuck. It doesn't happen that much at all though, and could easily be fixed in a future patch. The game is really good overall, and has an incredible amount of content for the price. It is a lot of fun, allows people to be creative, has an endless amount of replay value, and has online multiplayer that includes more modes than I ever expected it to have. If you like mini-golf games, then this game could most certainly be the only one you ever need. Beep, what do you think? Where are you? Oof. I give Infinite MINIGOLF a score of 8 out of 10. Number 8. Fantastic Contraption. So is Fantastic Contraption actually fantastic? Well yeah, it pretty much is. The move controllers really do work great in this title. It certainly has set the bar high for how easy and fluid creation games should be on the PlayStation VR. It's a lot of fun if you do enjoy building things in games. You have so much freedom on how you can tackle each level. There is, however, an incredible amount of trial and error in the game. This is likely to put a lot of people off, and be warned, the levels do get quite difficult quickly. If you don't mind trial and error, you are going to get a lot of gameplay from this title, as it has 50 levels for you to beat. More tools to use that unlocked over time, and some sort of level progression would have been a great inclusion, and would have made the experience more enjoyable overall. What do you like best about this game, Beep? Oh, you little devil. If you like creation games, and don't get frustrated easily, you really should consider adding Fantastic Contraption to your PSVR collection. That's why I give this game a very high 8 out of 10. Number 7. The Invisible Hours. This game really isn't for everyone. If you like games with a lot of gameplay, you're not going to find it here. I really haven't shown too much of the events that take place in the game, because if this game does appeal to you, I really want you to go in blind and experience the same shocks as what I did. This is a completely new type of game for the VR. I did completely lose myself to the world it's set in. I honestly couldn't wait to jump back into the game and watch another character's story play out. Everyone's stories have been given so much thought, and how they overlap really makes you think. If you do decide to visit this manor, I recommend following the detective on your first playthrough, because he interviews the other characters, and it is a nice introduction of what the game has to offer. This is by far one of the best story-based games on the PlayStation VR, and is a great example of new types of experiences we can have in a virtual world. I give The Invisible Hours a score of 8 out of 10. Number 6. RADIAL-G Racing Revolved. Each time I sat in the cockpit of one of these ships, I couldn't help but think I am in one of these arcade machines. The cockpit is very close to you, and I felt like I was inside the spaceship more so than in other VR titles. The races themselves are incredibly intense, and they are really fun to take part in. I really hope more people jump into this game, because I would certainly be coming back for the online mode. Playing against real people would make each race a lot more thrilling. It has a great selection of modes for an arcade racer, and everything is presented perfectly. If you want one of these in your very own home, look no further than RADIAL-G. I give RADIAL-G Racing Revolved a score of 9 out of 10. Number 5. SPARC. I'll be honest, if I can avoid standing whilst playing games on the VR I do, but this game is just so good. I actually find myself looking forward to standing and taking part in one of its intense matches. I was disappointed to learn that there was no currency to purchase items for your avatar. It would have been an amazing way to show off how much skill you have in the game. It would have been great to boast and show off your gear while spectating with someone. The lack of visual progression is a shame, but each time I played I did improve, so you should get a sense of accomplishment. The game reminds me of games that can be found in virtual reality arcades in Japan. It's amazing that we are getting similar experiences that we can take part in inside of our own homes. I really hope the PSVR community comes together to keep this game alive for many months to come. It really does deserve to have an active audience. Overall, it's an amazing game which you will certainly get enjoyment out of. It really is the competitive game that the PlayStation VR desperately needed. Everything is super polished and it all just works. You really are one with your virtual body in this game. I'm sure it's going to spark many conversations in the PlayStation VR community. I give SPARC a score of 9 out of 10. Number 4. STATIK. If you're a fan of puzzle games, it's a must buy. The quality of this game is superb and is at a reasonable price. This game really shows off how VR can create new ways for us to play. I don't think I've played a game before where each level you have to learn a new set of controls, and learning them is done in a way which is fun. The developers set out to make a unique puzzle game and have done so flawlessly. That's why I'm giving it a score of 9 out of 10. Number 3. Megaton Rainfall. When I first saw the trailer, I thought it looked incredible, but I didn't get my hopes up. I simply did not think this game would be possible on the PlayStation VR. I thought a massive downgrade would be incoming, and I am so happy to have been wrong. What you see in the trailers is exactly what you get. The game does have some graphical issues now and then, although in my opinion, they are incredibly easy to look past, considering the amount of destruction on screen at once, and how big this universe is without loading times. We have never experienced anything of this scale before on the PlayStation VR, and not many times in standard games. This game proves if developers take the time to make a proper engine to run their game, we can have massive worlds to explore virtually. Other developers will have a hard time now when making up excuses that their game couldn't be exactly how they wanted it to be because of the lack of a PSVR's power. People would have bought this even if it was an experience only title, where you flew around the universe without interacting with anything, but this game also has amazing gameplay to keep you in the world longer. It really is a technical achievement, and is one that all PSVR owners should experience. Unlike a lot of other PSVR games on the store, you really can't complain at the admission price for what this game has to offer. I give Megaton Rainfall a score of 9 out of 10. Number 2. Shooty Fruity. This is definitely one of the best shooting galleries on the PSVR so far. You really do get better at aiming over time, and I think it has got me ready for any other shooting galleries that release in the future. I really do feel so much more comfortable using the Move controllers as virtual guns now. It has an excellent variety of weapons and they all feel great to shoot. You really do get so immersed inside this game. One of the very best reoccurring moments is when your gun runs out of ammo and a new gun arrives in front of you just in time for for you to grab it and pull off a very quick one-shot kill. It just feels fantastic, and the flow of gameplay is incredible. There may only be 3 main stage locations, but the challenges that are presented to you change each visit up quite a bit, and you really do have to get used to how each counter works. Simply put, this game is just pure fun. It offers a decent and fair challenge, and unlocking all the challenge stars and weapons is quite addictive. I'm already hoping they're planning a second game. They could call it Shooty Vegetables. The name may not have the same ring to it, but if it's similar to this game, you can guarantee I'll be behind that counter again for sure. I give Shooty Fruity a score of 9 out of 10. Number 1. SUPERHOT! All the gameplay elements combine to make a truly unique game that every PlayStation VR owner should try, and because of the short nature of the levels, it's a great title to take turns on with your friends. The price is quite steep for the amount of hours it will take you to complete the campaign, but if you don't mind paying the admission price, what you will get is one of the most thrilling action games currently available for the PlayStation VR. The whole time I was playing, I felt like an action hero in a film, even though there wasn't an amazing storyline. It is quite a physically demanding game, but it's so much fun, I found myself continuing even when my body started to ache. To put it simply, you won't find another title on the PlayStation VR quite like this one yet. Beep, your input? Say something then, Beep. This must be a good game then. I like to think that the first wave of experimental PSVR titles are coming to an end, and we are now in the second wave where developers have become more confident in creating VR experiences. This game certainly backs up that claim. If we get more experiences as solid and as fun as this one from now on, we truly are going to be a happy bunch of VR gamers. I give SUPERHOT a score of 9 out of 10. My voiceovers really were quite bad when I first started PSVR World. It is a bit embarrassing, but I guess you have to start somewhere. What was your top game of the year? Let me know in the comments, and also subscribe for another year of PSVR content.